Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Nerds Bowl with the 3, Inquisition. You're expecting this every Thursday, because that's when it's happening. It's a pretty regular schedule. I want to say you never expected this, but no, it's very expected.
Your worship.
So yeah, last we left off, we did some major story points. We went into the Fade. That was cool. And then that unlocked a lot. What? What is this? And then we unlocked a lot of conversations with all the characters. So let's keep doing that. Yeah, I kind of made a supercut of all of it and overfill the episodes. So this is the next episode with more of those. And then we'll continue on with either the story or just more character side quest conversation things. We could keep doing that. That's fun. All right, let's go. Wait. Yeah, let's sit on the chair. Let's do that.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head.
Oh, this guy.
In more colorful terms.
To judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear. Not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I served a living god. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Ooh. That's interesting, but also I'm not that kind of person, I don't think. Jail him and lose the key. Let's give him to the wardens.
Although willing, there is a group you have wronged more than any. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium. The wardens can have you. Let them take your head, if they want it.
Their petty justice or yours, it matters not. Truth lies in the next world.
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
You feel your life is over? There's a place for such wardens. Sir Ruth, you'll go to the deep roads. Your death may be as quick as you choose.
This sends no message. This is just an end.
I thought that was like the more like utility option would be like, yo, like at least Ooh, another one.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents.
Oh
He
yeah, we
confesses
did
that
catch
10
him,
years
didn't
ago,
we?
He flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the blight. I swear it. Have mercy.
Okay,
I couldn't tell
so
the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
that's why he ran.
The Blight was your undoing. Let it also be your means of redemption. I give you to our allies in the Grey Wardens, to fight Darkspawn until the calling takes you.
I don't deserve the honor, your worship, but I'll do my best.
It's kind of poetic, too, that he was trying to fight the Blight through leadership and having others be on the lines. And now he'll be on the lines. Okay, Varric, you got a thing. Ooh, who's
I
this?
appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable
Proper
one,
answer.
after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a
Ooh.
surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right?
Am I interrupting
Bianca
something?
Davry, at your service.
Bianca?
Your name is Bianca.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
You know, that sounds
I
about
take it
right.
you're a
It's all
friend
the
of Varys.
Sarahs
Who
and
isn't a friend of Varric's?
Hannah's.
You have met him before, right?
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
I
Nervous
still
saying
think he
things like
named
that.
Bianca
Some of his
after
friends
you,
don't wanna meet.
which is half endearing, half
Maybe you do.
creepy.
Who am I to judge?
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The way you
Side
say
of
that name, I
Bartlett's Folly,
still think
the
you're
tag
talking about
Varric
the
found has
crossbow.
been leaked. There's a deep roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me
Alright.
waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Sounds
Something you
about
wanted
right
to
for a
talk
quest
about?
from him. I
Can
want to
you
ask
something, Varric?
You
if
want to
she's
talk
the
about
reason you
me?
named Bianca
I'm
Bianca.
flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Wait, tell me about the crossbow. Yep.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
If it's from the same
Bianca,
place where you met
she's
her.
one of a kind.
Hmm?
There's a hidden shop in Kirkwall called the Black Emporium. I found her in a barrel labeled swag. The owner sold her to me for a ham sandwich and a pair of yellow ruffled pants.
Why
She
Bianca?
named for.
I can't tell you.
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. There was, or is, a girl, and I was sworn to secrecy. If the Carta or her husband finds out, it'll be bad.
Oh.
Thanks, Varric.
Okay, now it's a little awkward and a lot less romantic. And it could be that this is the different Bianca, but maybe he could change the story and say that she is the Bianca that he named her. Or maybe it was her and he just tells the other one to keep people off the scent. No. Makes sense to me.
What's this?
You said you wanted to see your original family crest? I found one for you.
A boat?
I'm astonished. I'd given up hope that any example of the early family crest still existed. It
I
even
assumed
has
the
our
family crest
first
was like a
motto,
banner or
back from when we
something.
had a trading fleet to speak of. From sea to shore, we tame the waves.
Anything to see you
I
smile.
mean, I guess it's not
You've
just.
certainly
I
succeeded.
always assume a family crest is like,
Thank
you know, an image that you could put like on a banner or on a shield or on like a breastplate or something. But then again, there is like, isn't like a dollar horse in Sweden like kind of similar to family crest or something? And that's not like a flat thing. It's a
It's good to
little
see you.
wooden figure. To talk about see the report. No.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
All right, Cassie. Let's see what your mission is. Let's see who do you want with. I think you want Solus and Sarah. Probably not, but that's who I picked. Okay, this is a rather pretty area. Does this remind anybody else of Vampire?
Care Oswin.
Like it's
Odd
way
that
more
the trail
colorful,
should
but
lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
He's involved in crazy. Just like everyone else these days.
Yep.
Truer words have never been spoken. Let's see what lies within.
Cassie, I'm glad you agree with me on that. Oh, hey there.
Promises. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
Cultists? Why am I not surprised?
This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Boy, I'm just being so pessimistic today. not me as a person, I mean my character. I mean, I felt like that was a necessary clarification.
A Seeker. Did they torture him to death? The Promises will pay for this.
Oh, sorry.
As the
Sorry,
Seekers
Mike.
of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of Red Lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the Promises want the world to end? What use are they to him?
Well,
So Corypheus sold the Seekers to these cultists.
And they leapt at the chance, of course. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to Red Lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to Red Lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
You sound worried.
I am. The Seekers are my family. Daniel! Daniel!
damn.
Can you hear me?
Sorry, we're not at the damn
it's
ambulance.
you.
That joke doesn't work. That was like 2-3
You're
episodes
alive.
ago.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's
Oh,
tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They
fed me things. I can feel it growing.
What could they hope to gain from this?
Our powers, revenge, who knows?
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies! He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time for sympathy.
Wait! Don't leave me like this, please!
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome.
Yeah, it doesn't look pleasant. Okay.
He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
See, this time having my companion kill a character in a cutscene, this actually worked. This made sense. This actually kind of hit. The other one with Sarah, I was just like, who is this? Also, look at her with how quickly she flipped to just brutal murder. Versus Cassandra had a motivation and regret in it, but still enough of a reason. It's just good. It's. I mean, it's not the most complicated of sequences. But I'm just saying, why did they drop the ball when it came to Sarah's story when everyone else seems to be fine? Why this is doing?
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is
Oh,
the new
this
Inquisitor.
guy.
You must be very proud of your handiwork.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
We are not the original Inquisition.
Of course you say that now.
Ooh.
So you
Good
did
point.
all this because you hate our order?
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
And this was the right thing.
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like, he like finishes that with "Join me," person who greatly disagrees with this philosophy. He's gonna lie. Well, then again, he was handing her the book as if that would give her the information that would persuade her. So he was doing that all along. It just felt like a bad plan on his point. Trying to convince his dream, especially after he showed up in town and slapped an old lady.
He was insane. He had to be.
He did do that
The
at the
influence
start
of
of this game.
Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
All these wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
There you are.
Something
I've been
new?
looking all over for you.
What?
I've just
What
received the
happened?
most terrible news.
What?
What is it?
I'm engaged.
To me?
For the past year, my mother and father have searched Antiva for a match for me. They had no idea you and I had grown so close. Today, I received a letter declaring they've betrothed me to Lord Adorno Cielo Tranto of Antiva. I must deal with this. But until then, we cannot be seen in a compromising situation. I'm so sorry.
I assume your parents have political alliances resting on this engagement.
For once, that is something quite far from my mind. Oh, this is not what I wanted to happen. I barely remember Lord Otranto. I must see to this. And to my other duties. If I can keep my mind on them today at all.
Yeah, that's awkward. She came up like, worst news ever. I'm like, oh, don't tell me that the Emperor, or the whoever it is that I'm supposed to save in that one story quest, I took too long to do it, and she's dead, it's too late. I would have reloaded a previous save and fixed that. But, boy. Just the intro of, like, have the worst news. To be fair, if you ever choose to do that, and tell someone you have the worst news, it will make the actual bad news sound less horrible.
Our soldiers handled themselves well in Adamant.
Okay, what did you find out? It's probably, he was probably right.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
That's a lot of not very exciting reading, apparently.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
You mutilate mages.
I always thought it a necessary evil. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite, from the beginning.
So if you know how to reverse the right, so basically the reason that they make mages tranquil, if the mage's power has become they've become consumed by it, right? So if they have the ability to take the person's power away, and they have the ability to give the person's power back, would they have a way to give them a limited amount of the power so they still have like emotion and that kind of human experience and some magic, but like not enough to like destroy?
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I don't know. To me, it seems pretty shocking that it's been
The Rite
reversible.
of Tranquility. To become a Seeker, I spent months in a vigil, emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the Vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
Rebuild the Seekers. Make them better than they were.
I mean, that's kind of the point of the Inquisition, what we're doing, right?
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Planning troop movements now?
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
You don't think those things are a bit idealistic?
Once I might have. Today, I live in a time when anything seems possible.
Anything doesn't mean everything, or even something good.
That will not stop me from trying. Tell me, what guides you?
Oh,
You make decisions that shake the
it's a
world,
deep question.
yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
Aww, Flair's romancing her.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
I'm not that assured. I just make it up as I go.
Let all your followers take heart.
What can I say? It's worked so far.
When we first met, if someone told me I would be pleased to have you lead me, I would have throttled them. But I am. The Maker chose well.
I don't believe I was chosen, remember?
Oh, I'm well aware. We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Nice. I do like that that dynamic between Cassie and myself. That I mean, like that was tough to choose. I make it up as I go because that sounds kind of lame, but also like I feel like I've played my character as being confused most of the time. Like whenever people are like, "Oh, like you've been marked by destiny," he's like, "No, I haven't." He's like, "But I guess I'll do it anyways." Or when he becomes leader, he's like, "Why am I the leader?" Yeah, so the make it up as I go seemed most fitting. But yeah, I kind of like the fact that she believes that he's chosen. He doesn't believe he is, but they're still like working together. Oh no, the cutscene.
Good book?
Ah! I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-oh. I know what she's reading.
Wait,
Are you blushing?
What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain.
She's
It's a
reading
book.
50 Shades of Grey.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields.
Oh.
The latest chapter.
So you like to read? What's wrong with that?
It's frivolous. There are more important things for me to do.
That's just her favorite.
Nobody asked you to winter.
I couldn't finish the last one you lent me. I actually feel dumber for having tried.
It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Me? No. I would never.
Wow,
They're
that's
terrible.
convincing.
And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be.
I love the fact that she
You could ask him
is
to finish
actually a fan of Varric's
command
writing,
him to
but due to their dynamic, just refuses to admit it.
pretend you don't know this about me.
But Dorian knows. Like, I feel like it's like, if she's trying to keep it a secret, why she lend it to him? Unless like he did the same thing I did, where just happened to walk in while you're sitting in the middle of the courtyard where everybody's there reading it. She's doing a pretty bad job of keeping it secret. Just saying.
There is a rumor being circulated.
Yeah.
The intent may be slanderous, but it suggests that you and Ambassador Josephine are
What?
romantically involved.
Are you asking because you're jealous?
I was simply concerned, nothing more.
Concerned?
For your reputation and that of the Inquisition, I'll happily leave the matter in your hands.
I want to talk to you about the cure for tranquility.
It's not a cure. Not truly. Mages who were once tranquil lose all control over their emotions. They become irrational, unable to focus. Perhaps that state eventually passes
Okay.
and they can be helped, but it will take time
That makes
to
sense.
investigate.
So when they can reverse, so I was like, oh, maybe if they reverse it, if they can make the magic powers go one way and then make them go the other way, could they have them meet in the middle? But now it sounds like every time you flip flop, it's just unstable. Because I mean, to be fair, you are adjusting the person's reality. So that makes sense. Okay, mechanically that makes sense. But the rumors, so it sounds like it's a bad idea for us to actually use the reversal. But the rumors that it exists is enough to cause people to feel like they've been lied to.
But you are going to look into it.
That is my intent. I would not want news of a cure to spread until we know for certain we can help these people. Once we have that, however, then I will spread the word myself.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Tell me the truth, Varric. Do you actually think I was sent by Andraste?
Shit. This is going to be awkward. I guess I do. Either you're guided by the hand of some higher power, or you have the worst luck.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. It could be both.
You've got a point. Look at all the shit that's happened to you. You were saved from the explosion that leveled a mountaintop and fell out of the Fade. You traveled through time, faced down one of the ancient magisters who started the Blights, had a mountain fall on you, and lived, stopped an army of demons. One of those things would be impossible. All of them together? That's a miracle.
So I like this divine bad
On the
luck.
basis of my extraordinarily bad luck, you think I'm Andraste's herald?
If you know the story of Andraste, you know that bad luck is sort of her thing.
Alright. Also, yeah, let's go ask. I feel bad about betraying the promise that about the book, but like I feel like, you know.
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
That's exactly what I just said.
Maybe I'm just going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
I'm sure it's not as terrible as you think.
Oh, there are a number of critics who'd be happy to argue with you. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst
Oh boy,
serial?
what random quest are we gonna go on to get you to finish your book?
Oh, that's such a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to be there when you give her the book.
I don't want her to know that I told you.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Then you'd better find something else to give the Seeker.
Okay, fine.
Something you wanted to talk about?
Fine.
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and...
I'll only finish the book for you if I get to be there when you deliver it.
Fine.
You've got a deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
Exactly. Some people like terrible stuff. It's just entertaining. It's fun. Also, like what is good or bad, anyways? Like clearly, like obviously, I'm kind of doing this whole playthrough on the fact that the newest part of the franchise is considered to be bad, and I'm testing if this is or not. So I'm not the one to be saying that good or bad art doesn't matter. Wait, what? He's already finished it. Okay, that was fast. I assumed that I had to go to the war table and have Varric finish the book quest at the war table. That would have been funny though. Oh boy, don't hate me, Cassandra.
What have you done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I'm without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a fan.
He's got artwork on the cover. Who did that? Who'd you commission for that? Sarah? Dorian?
Oh yes. Do you really think I'd miss this?
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs
Sarah
editing
Dorian.
anyhow.
Or maybe it could have been Varric himself does the artwork on it.
You're
Or someone off of
probably wondering
Fiverr.
what
Maybe
happens to the
Bianca.
Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
Well, it turns out the guardsman...
Don't tell me!
He's just holding the book there for her to grab
This is
it.
the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks, after all.
Thank you.
Also, be fair, she shouldn't be embarrassed about it, and also we shouldn't critique her. Let me rephrase that. We shouldn't judge her for it. We could critique and tease her as much as we want, but we shouldn't judge her for it, because everyone loves like weird media, funny jokes, or like, you know, stuff that other people are like, that's lame. What was the point I was getting at? Oh yeah, it was a good thing for me to break the promise of not telling Varric.
Varric's the one you should be thanking.
I am but a humble servant.
Oh, Varric and I are just tossing the thanks
Wonder
back and
if I have
forth.
time to read the first part.
Don't forget to tell all your friends, if you have any. Completely worth it.
No hesitation. Hey, we did this great thing for you. By the way, you have no friends. about yourself. Let's talk about the Chantry. So you're a romantic.
So that book you were reading.
Yes, what of it?
So under that taciturn shell beats a true romantic heart.
Why must it be an accusation?
To be
Romance
fair,
is not
it
the
wasn't a
sole
book of
province
poetry.
dithering
It was
ladies
smut.
and frilly
It
dresses.
was their
It is
version
passion.
of 50 Shades
It
of
is
Grey.
being swept away by the pursuit of an ideal. What is not to like about that?
Oh, I quite agree with you.
Then why are you laughing at me?
I wasn't.
I
I
was.
will never hear the end of this, will I?
Nope. Nope. You just gotta own it. You just gotta own it. Man, what was it? What was it? There was some show in high school that I was like watching, and like I thought I should be embarrassed. Oh yeah, Phineas and Ferb. I thought I should be embarrassed for liking it because it's like a cartoon, and I was in high school, right? But like, okay, guys, like if any of you've seen it, it was pure genius. And I was like so worried that like everyone in school was gonna be embarrassed about it. And then I became an adult, and I realized that adults were still watching SpongeBob. So, yeah. Just watch whatever you want. I completely forgot about this. Was like I think it would have been in the previous episode. We were like, yeah, Cole was like, yo, do a ritual to bind me, and Solus was like, no, because it's dangerous and it's awkward, and you're like, I know you're a spirit, but like this shouldn't do this, and he's like, but if you don't bind me someone else who I don't trust will, and he's like, okay, I get it, but there's an amulet, so let's give him the amulet. Let's see how this works.
He was the boy who was supposed to die. He named himself after the horse.
I found the amulet that Solus told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp.
Okay, that
What
makes
do
sense.
I do with it?
You found one of the amulets.
He specifically chose to the place that he's okay with destroying is the place where Solus lives. It's
It is simple enough. You put it on, I charge it with magic, and you should be protected.
but then it does make sense to go to Solus for this because
Are you ready, Cole?
They can't make me a monster.
What was that?
everyone's here in this corner.
What are you doing to the kid?
Stopping blood mages from binding me like the demons at Adamant. But it didn't work.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
I'm not certain exactly what Cole is.
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yes, a spirit who is strangely like a person.
I don't matter. Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
Warm, soft blanket covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something. There. That way.
It appears we have something to find. Again?
All right, kid. Get Cullen and work with him on the map to figure out where you're sensing something wrong.
Will you come with me?
Yes.
All of you?
Sure. All right, I get it. You like spirits. But he came into this world to be a person. Let him be one.
If I see a way to protect Cole without taking away whatever he is, I'll use it. But Cole clearly needs our help.
I'm not saying we do nothing. But that ritual of theirs only works on demons, right?
This is not some fanciful story, child of the stone. We cannot change our nature by wishing.
You don't think?
However we deal with the problem, our next step is to track down whatever is interfering with the enchantment.
Oh, wow. And it's already preset who's going with, I think, maybe.
Yeah, this should get me through the month. Give me a moment. Greetings. Can I help you?
You killed me.
What? I don't even know you.
You forgot. You locked me in the dungeon in the Spire, and you forgot, and I died in the dark.
The Spire?
Cole, stop.
Just take it easy, kid.
He killed me. He killed me. That's why it doesn't work. He killed me, and I have to kill him back.
Before anyone gets killed, I need to know what's going on.
Cole, this man cannot have killed you. You are a spirit. You have not even possessed a body. A broken body, bloody, banged on the stone cell, guts gripping in the dark, dank. A captured apostate. They threw him into the dungeon in the Spire at Val Royo. They forgot about him. He starved to death. I came through to help. And I couldn't. So I became him. Cole.
If Cole was an apostate, that'd make the guy we just saw a Templar. Must have been buying lyrium.
Let me kill him. I need to.
I mean, he is, mechanically speaking, in the game, an assassin, so for his need to kill someone shouldn't be that out of place for us, but definitely feels pretty out of place. Ooh. Ooh, this is tough. Oh, this is a tough decision.
Cole will never grow into a real person until he comes to terms with what happened.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, no, because whether or not he needs to kill the person, I don't know, but
All
this is
right,
something
kid.
he needs to come to
You
terms
want
with.
revenge? Come with me.
Like closure, or at least an understanding. I mean, it's also the fact that this brought up the memory of where the body's from. But I don't think killing the person who killed the body would allow him to have further control over the human body.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't think.
Sorry isn't going to help him now, is it, kid?
No.
Then pull the trigger and put him down like a mad dog. Do it.
No!
Boy, that crossbow's intense.
How you doing, kid? Feel any better?
No.
You can't make it all just go away. I learned that the hard way.
Forget.
No. He needs to remember. You too. We're done here.
Good scene.
For all we know, the amulet will now never function. Cole remains vulnerable to binding.
No, he isn't. The amulet didn't work because he's too human, right? Maybe now the kid's also too human for that binding magic to work on him.
I hope you're right. It still hurts. When do I stop hurting?
If you ever find the answer to that question, do let me know.
Come on, kid. Let's go for a walk. It'll clear your head.
The left hand misses a friend with 2 different names. She's hurting, sad, alone, but everyone can see me now. They remember. How do I put honey in Leliana's wine without her noticing?
I can help with that.
It is good that he is not entirely changed, however human he becomes.
Man, that's fascinating. Solus, we need to talk about this. Solus? You're not here. You're not... Alright, that's weird.
How'd you like to get out of here? Maybe do something fun.
I don't know. I've never tried.
Come on.
Where are we going? What are we gonna do? Dagger throwing practice? Drinking game? Shopping trip? It's Val Royale. I don't know what else happens there. Just a place full of stores. That was my guess. We can question that guy if he has lost his purpose of living because he sold the thing.
You honor
Where are we
us with your
going?
presence. May I bring a sampling of fine cheeses for you and your
A restaurant.
I don't eat.
Well then, just a bottle of a fine Gislane White to start. Please enjoy your meal this evening, your worship.
He saw me. They all see me.
Next, you'll be eating and drinking and everything else.
What else is there?
Have you used the privy yet? That should be enlightening.
I find people when their pain leaves them open. I ease the pain. I leave, they forget. That was enough for me. Now they remember, and I'm not sure...
Cole?
There was a mage named Reese at the spire. He was one of the few who could see me. He was my friend. My only friend for a long time. Evangeline showed me that Templars could be kind, but even she...
Cole, if this is troubling, we don't have to talk about it.
Gentle. You watch me walk into darkness over and over, and you always worry. Thank you. But this isn't about them. It's about... When I found out I wasn't human, when I grew, I lost Reese. I lost my only friend. That's why I was scared about letting all these people see me. That's why I laughed.
You're laughing at yourself.
Yes. This world taught me that changing means losing your friends. But now I know that doesn't have to be true. I have enough self to know that what I felt was foolish. Isn't it wonderful?
It's another good step, Cole.
I might like being human. What do you think I'll learn next?
I have no idea. That's why I like it.
He was their enemy the whole time, but she made him forget, so he could change.
May I ask how things are, now that you're more human?
It hurts. Everything hurts. Everyone remembers me now. I can only make them miss me for a few heartbeats. But I'm real. More real, anyway. And I understand more than I did.
You're still able to sense the feelings of others, aren't you?
Yes, I still feel things, flashes of their minds. Pain, hurt, all of it. It's not so loud anymore. I make more noise myself, so I don't hear as much unless I want to. I remember more things, though. It lets me learn. I sometimes see why something I said would
That's
bother
cool.
Cullen. Maybe I'll do it less.
You know, that's cool. Like now his memory, like he was struggling to learn new things because his memory wasn't. And now that we've helped that.
Are you still physically the same, or are you fully human?
I was always fully human. I can do everything I could do before, except make people forget. The way I move comes from my mind, not my body. As long as I remember some of the Fade, it remains. My body is just like the real Cole's. Except that he was a mage. I'm not.
Why aren't you a mage?
I can't know for sure, but the real Cole, his father beat him, killed his mother. His sister might have died, too. I don't know if that was real or what the demon made me think. Then the Templars threw Cole in darkness and starved him, all because he had magic. He thought that if he didn't have magic, I'm what he wanted to be. Him, but normal. So no one would hurt him.
See, this is interesting because if I hadn't chosen the mage quest, I had chosen the Templar quest, I would have met him in that scenario. I wonder how different that would have made this.
Can you still help people if you can't make them forget?
It's harder. I can't start over if I do it wrong.
Well, it's a good thing I got him to practice the not starting over earlier.
They know a person wants them to hurt less. That helps.
Amen.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I get that. That's been something kind of rough when, like, I... What?
Inquisitor, you have done much, but have you the stomach for the Quizquisition?
The what?
It begins now, and there is a timer. A blight is signaled by the rise of an archdemon, a corrupted old god. Name the archdemon of the first blight.
What?
The creature's name was Urthemiel.
Incorrect. An unfortunate lapse into non sequitur. We will continue when I have time and the wind calls me.
Do you tell people you're with the CIA so people that think you're with the CID actually think you're with the CIC? Is that what you're doing? Is that your plan? Alright, that was random and really weird, and like it's kind of cool they have a little quiz game that's fun, whatnot, but like he's just a guy standing in the corner. He's just in the corner. He's not even in the tavern. He's in the ceiling of the tavern. He's hiding somewhere Cole is.
Inquisitor.
But more creepy. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Oh well, yeah, so I'm going to end the episode here. There's definitely some more character stuff to do in the next episode, but this is a good ending spot for now. So I'll see you next week when we do that, and then hopefully we'll get on with the saving the Countess or whoever it is that we're saving for the next story bit. But yeah, see all you guys next week. In the meantime, do not forget to have an amazing day, eat something delicious, and hang out with someone you admire.